Hi everyone and welcome to my place. If you are looking for a really lovely arrangement to help celebrate Happy New Year this year, I hope that you like what I've come up with. Now I've used this swan on a number of occasions and I really love it because it's got that lovely classic shape about it and it just represents Christmas and New Year and holiday and special times. Now I've taken to cheating here, and the other thing I've done is I've used pretty much 4 forms and I'm using the alyssum. If you ever are stuck and you can't get the flowers that you need, don't panic because a lovely bedding plant will always work a treat. I've got some asparagus fern which is just growing all over the back of me, and I've got some lovely Singapore orchids and some lilies. Now that's all the flowers I'm going to use, and what I've done is I've tried to get flowers that I know will universally be available pretty much everywhere at this time of the year. Right, to begin, what I've done here is I've put a little piece of wet oasis into the bottom, and I've just taken the little bedding plant of the alyssum out and I've put that down here, and I've also put that at this end. Now the other thing about how great it is by using the bedding plants, once the flowers have gone you can just take them out, and I just put something like this outside and it doesn't take long for the alyssum to sort of like grow and just cover the whole body or the cavity of my swan. Right, to begin I wanted something that was sort of like a little bit loose and informal, and I'm going to achieve that quite nicely just by using this asparagus fern. Now I'm just thinking, and when I'm designing into something like this I sort of think, well, a swan, and if it was gliding away this would be sort of like the water or a bit of vapour coming off it. So just let that fall whichever way it goes. And because I've done that there, I just thought that it would be quite nice to have a little bit in there, and that's actually helping to just break those heavy lines around the outside of the rim of my cavity of my swan. Now I've got another big bit here. I just love, look at this, it's just such great stuff, the way it just like winds around everything. Now that's a bit big and a bit heavy, so what I'll do is I'll put another bit that's just a little bit lighter into the other side, so that can just whiff out that side, and I've got that little bit there which I'll put into there to just drift down over there. And as I'm working my way through this, what I am thinking would be really nice, and that would be anthuriums, and you could perhaps use the anthuriums down the base here as nice flat pads. Right, from there I'll just get rid of that because I don't need that, and I think that that's just enough foliage in there, or asparagus fern, to just sort of lighten it and to extend out those lines. Right, with the Singapore orchids, very carefully take that band off there. Right, with these I sort of thought that I would just place these as if they were sort of like almost extended wings of the swan, and I'm just going to graduate those in through my design like that. Now they are sort of like falling down. Well, I can't do anything about that, so I'm just going to leave them as they are. Now as I work towards the other end here, I'll just make these just a little bit shorter so that they sort of like start to sit up like that. And I'll bring in another one here, and I'll go down, and if you can just go down and under the bits of fern so that it doesn't sort of like destroy that line. Now I'm just going to get 2 little shorter bits here, and that there, I need a little bit more weight into there, and with that one there I'm just going to take that little floret off and put that into there. Oh yes, I'm loving it, it looks great. I don't need to use those ones. Now with these lilies, all I'm going to do with those is just push those down into there. And you could do this 2 to 3 days before New Year or whatever celebrations you were having, so that the flowers open up. Now I'll just put those down to there, and I love the way that they sort of just like fall out. Put one over to that side, and then with this one here we'll be very careful. On a little tip, if you ever get any of the stamen from, or the pollen, onto any kind of damask or linen fabric or whatever fabric you're using, just use a baby wipe or a nappy wipe to get that off, and it just lifts a treat. Right, I'm going to put that down into there like that. And I also like it because the green, there's just enough green on those lilies to just pad that out. Now I just think I need one more of those, and I'll just pull that there off, and that's damaged, so we'll get rid of that, bringing that into there to poke out that side. And I've got room on the other side for this little one here, so cut that off there, and I'll bring that into there. Now if you wanted to bring in some more Singapore orchids, about now would be the time, so cutting those just a little bit shorter. This would also be beautiful, I think, for a wedding. Now I might just put, just because I can and I've got them there, I might just stick those up there like that, and I think that that's just about done. easy designing. I hope that this makes your party a spectacular one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you another day.